Hello बच्चों. So let's see the question, and the question says give the product of the reaction of a peroxy acid such as peroxybenzoic acid. This is the structure of peroxybenzoic acid. Now we have to react it with cyclopentene in first part of the question, with cis-2-butene in second part of the question, and with trans-2-butene in third part of the question. So let's see the solution of this question. And again, in last line we have given that we have to consider the reaction as electrophilic addition. So firstly we have to discuss about the key concept of this question. Basically we have to discuss about the electrophilic addition reactions. So this is the key concept of this question. Now let us discuss about the first part of this question. Here we have to react cyclopentene, and it can be represented like that. This is cyclopentene, and we have to react it with peroxybenzoic acid, which can be represented in such a way that it is phenyl and it is attached with C double bond O. It is further attached with oxygen and it is attached with OH. Now in this case we can see that here there are lone pair present over this oxygen, and that will take part into the resonance with this CO group. So this oxygen will carry a fully flashed positive charge, due to which it will attract the electrons present in this bond, and hence there will be a slightly positive charge present over this oxygen. Now this oxygen will behave like a electrophile, so that we can say this pi bond will attack over this oxygen, and due to which the weak bond present between oxygen and oxygen will break down, and these electrons move between oxygen and carbon to form a multiple bond, due to which the bond present between this carbon and oxygen will break down easily. Now we can see that this hydrogen attached with the oxygen will get detached from this oxygen, and the overall product will get converted into in such a way that it is cyclopentene here, and from here the pi bond attack over oxygen, so it will get connected with this oxygen, and from here also it will get connected with this oxygen. Now we can see this is our phenyl group, and it is attached with this carbon, and one bond will be break down, only a single bond present here, so this oxygen will carry a negative charge. Either of the side we can see already a single bond will present here, but during the mechanism we can see a multiple bond will also formed with this oxygen. The detached hydrogen is H positive, so it will get connected with this oxygen. So we can see this will become a benzoic acid. It will become a benzoic acid. Now here we can see it will become an epoxy group. Epoxy group. So basically we can see peroxy acids are known for the formation of for the formation of epoxy groups of epoxy groups. This mechanism will also used in B and C part of this question. So let's move to the B part of the question, and it is cis 2-butene to butene. Now, firstly we have to write the structure of cis 2-butene. We can see it is multiple bond present between the second and third carbon, where one CH3 group is attached with this carbon, and on the same side the another CH3 group is present here. The remaining valency of these carbons will be satisfied by these hydrogens. Now when it will get reacted with peroxybenzoic acid, which have a structure like that, and in first part of the question we have already discussed that it is known for the formation of epoxy group. So our final product will becomes like that. It is carbon, and it is a single bond present between this carbon. Because there is a multiple bond, so we can say there will be a epoxy group present between these two carbons. The remaining bonds of this carbon can be shown in such a way that this is the CH3 group present here, and this is the hydrogen present here. Now in the very same way we can see the CH3 group can be represented here, and the another bond which is attached with hydrogen can be represented here. So we can see again an epoxy will be formed when peroxybenzoic acid react with the cis 2-butene. In the very same way, we can also understand the third part of question, and in this question we have to discuss about the reaction of trans 2-butene. So during the formation of trans, we can see the CH3 group will found at an 180-degree angle, or we can say on opposite direction. So this is our trans 2-butene. Trans 2-butene. It will get reacted with this peroxybenzoic acid, and we will get again an epoxy group, and it will again formed between two carbons where multiple bond is present. Now we can represent the remaining bonds, like here it will be CH3, but in another carbon here we can see it is hydrogen, and the remaining bond here it is CH3, but in this case we can see here it is hydrogen. Plus in both of the cases benzoic acid will form as a byproduct. So it is benzoic acid which is present as a byproduct. I hope you understand the concept.